that at the call of our All India OBC Employees Federation, delegates from all over the country representing the central government and public sector employees have all assembled here to demand the union government to consider certain important demands which will have an impact on the society, which will bring an all-round development for the society. It is not a political slogan, it is a social slogan. We are demanding here for the welfare of the society. We are demanding the government to implement the provisions of the Constitution, which has given us the right to have reservation in all sectors, in the public sector, in the government departments, in educational institutions. But today, when we see the data given by the government, the representation of OBC in all the sectors is nowhere near 27%. In many of the departments, we are zero. In the top level posts, we are zero. But as OBCs, we are electing the government. With our votes only any government can be formed. But after the formation of the government is not considering our issues. This is an irony that has to be fought out. As the OBC employees of this country, we have a duty to the society. Our leaders have fought for our rights. They have sacrificed their lives for us. Like Jyotirao Phule, Sahu Maharaj, Tandai Periyar, Narayana Guru, Dr. Ambedkar. Like that, so many people have sacrificed their lives for our development. But as the OBC employees in the public sector and government departments, we have to fight for the rights of our generation. That is why we have all assembled here. We have all assembled here on duty, taking a leave from the establishment and fighting for the rights. This is a great thing which an organization can do. Our federation is doing today. And I am very glad that our president, Hanumantarao, has come here to start this dharna, to inaugurate this dharna. He has been the pioneer to form the OBC MPs Forum in 2005, because of which we were able to give pressure to the government, to the then UPA government, in bringing reservation for OBC in central education institutions. Because of the OBC MPs Forum by our Hanumantarao ji, we were able to succeed in bringing a parliamentary committee for OBC. Today, parliamentary committee for OBC is visiting various departments. They are considering the issues referred by our associations. All this because of the initiative taken by the Hanumantarao as the president of the Federation, as the convener of the OBC MPs Forum, which we want to thank on this certificate. So such was his commitment. Whenever the issues of the OBC are raised in the parliament, Hanumantarao voice will be the first voice. Today we are missing that voice in the parliament. We are making a demand to the Congress party that has to recognize the Hanumantarao, because his voice will be heard across the nation by all the OBC people. He is voicing the people of the backward classes. And our demands are very, very genuine as per constitution, to conducting a caste census, to scrap the creamy layer which is unconstitutional, to remove the 50% ceiling. Already the government by 10% reservation on EWS have already breached the 50%. So now the government has to issue a guideline to remove 50% ceiling. The public sector has to be protected. All of us, many of you have joined in the public sector on 27% reservation. If it is totally privatized, there will not be any reservation. So don't forget, we have to protect the public sector. And there should be a separate ministry for OBC. Already there is a separate ministry for tribals, for minorities, but the social justice ministry is jointly looking after SC and OBC. But most of the time, they were engaged in the welfare of the scheduled caste, which is not, I would not say it is not wrong, but most of the time is engaged there. So we want a separate ministry so that the OBC welfare can be looked after. Then in the central universities, the reservation policy is not properly maintained. In the faculty positions, our representation is not in proper shape. Then we want reservation in judiciary. Recently, in the parliament, the law minister says, out of 614 judges, high court judges, only 80 are OBC. That is just not even 10%. This is the dismal position in the judiciary. We demand reservation in private sector. And also the artisans, the poorest of the poor, they are being considered as a creamy layer. This government is considering 8 lakhs EWS upper caste as backward class, weaker section. But artisans, they are not giving OBC certificate. This is a great injustice that should be done away with. These are all the genuine demands which are being focused today, and people from all over the country, from various states, representing the various sectors, have assembled here to voice our concern towards the government to implement all these demands. And I welcome all of you for this dharna. Now I would request our respected Denma Mallana MLC from Telangana to share his views in the dharna. Thank you. Before that, from our trust, we have brought out a booklet. Are we OBC SC/ST adequately represented, containing fully data? It shows where we stand today. We have already released the book at various occasions. Now we want to present the book to our B. Hanumantarao and our Mallana on this occasion.